Hey you guys, and welcome to another update on the USS Boston and USS Curry Truck. So, before I get into things, guys, I do apologise for my slightly huskyish sounding voice. As of this recording, I'm getting over a bit of a nasty bug. So, yeah, I do apologise if I sound a bit here and there. But, yeah, rest assured, I'm getting over it, so it's all is well. So, Boston and Curry Truck are definitely in their final stages of construction, despite how things look here. There really is not a lot that will need to be finished very soon, guys, to be fair, because both ships are practically nearly done. So, obviously, let's talk a bit about Boston first, and then we'll talk a bit more about Curry Truck. So, with Boston, basically at the moment, all I've got to do is get a lot of parts primed and painted. We're involving the smaller bits and pieces, such as you guys can see, I've been working on. Obviously, I've got the radar partly painted up in the grey. The top half of that will be in black, and other bits and pieces. So I'm going to get that all painted up and looking nice and spick and span. Once that's all done, I will attach it into its various position. Obviously, as you could tell with Boston herself, last time we spoke about her, she didn't have any superstructure at all. Bits of it were in places. I didn't have anything fully painted. And obviously now things are fully painted, built and operational for her now. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with how this has come out very well. Obviously, as you guys can see, there's some bits which have still got primer on them, which I'm going to paint in black or various other colours. Obviously, the top of the smokestack's got to go in black. Got to do some touch-ups on the side of the stack there, because you can see there's little life rafts, I believe they will be. I've got to paint those up in black very, very gently, because they're not very 3D, so to speak, on the actual model itself, so I've got to be very careful with that. Obviously, the secondary mast has got to be painted up as well, so I'm going to get them, next time we see that, they'll be fully painted. Same with the radar, and our two guided missile radars on the back there, as you can see there as well, so they've all got to get painted up in a various colour or two. And then obviously, the most important thing that makes Boston a guided missile cruiser, they're built. Obviously, I've got them both built up. I can show you guys what they look like. Here's one of them here, look. So they're fully built, got both missiles attached. They just got to get some paint put onto them, and then I can start detailing them up and making them look like actual Terrier missile launchers. Very aggressive looking missiles, aren't they? Very big missiles, but again, this is the very first of her type, so it's not surprising that they're quite large. So yeah, going to get those painted and put on. Next time you see her, she'll have all that sorted out for her. And I don't suspect it'll be too long before she'll be finished. So yeah, that's basically all the update really for Boston at the moment. She's nearly complete. So I'm just going to put Boston out of the way for a bit while we show off the other project, which has been actually doing my head in a bit. So Curry Truck is about 85 to 90% complete, easily. There really isn't much else more I've got to do to her, apart from a few detailing bits and pieces. Obviously, I've got both of the cranes now attached. I've got the depth charge racks put on. Got to give them a little bit of a shine, so I'm going to add a bit of silver to them to make them stand out just a little bit. Start adding some decals, because she's ready for some decals now. The lifeboats, the launches, the aircraft in question. So obviously I've started to paint up my aircraft. I believe this is a Martin, so I actually have done a little bit of research, and I believe this is either a Mariner or a Martin. It's one of those two sort of seaplane aircraft. If you guys know a bit more about it than I do, then feel free, let me know in the comment box below. But as of this video, I'm also doing some research, so trying to get as much info together before I do the final review of Curry Truck, because as you guys know, and if you guys don't know, but back on my old channel, I used to not just talk about the models, I talked about the history behind them. So, you know, the ships that actually did exist. I do like to talk about where they had been and where they had gone, and obviously, well, some cases where they are now. So, that's obviously not the only thing that's been done to Curry Truck. As you guys can see, I've managed to get the front cranes put on. I've got the 5-inch guns put into place, so they're all painted and weathered up. I decided to paint the tops of the guns in blue because, you know, just to give a bit more detail and, you know, give a bit more life. And also you guys can see a little sort of before and after thing going on here. So that's the grey that I have been using on Curry Truck as a whole. And obviously you can see where I've actually put a wash onto her, which gives you an idea, and this is sort of what it looked like before, and then what she looks like soon after. So very impressed with how that came out. I did sort out the paint in the end of the day, guys, so yeah, I'm very happy with that. I managed to get that resolved, because my god, that was driving me insane a bit. 2 lifeboat stations have been put on, as you can see. I've just got to wait for that to fully cure. Then I can paint up the tops of the canvases in the canvas colour and do a bit of touch-ups here and there for that. I suppose once that's all done, I can add some of the actual lifeboats themselves. So obviously these are them here, painted up, ready for a bit of weathering and stuff. They do look rough around the edges. I have decided to leave them that way, guys, because if I did decide to clean them up good and proper, the detail on them would be completely destroyed, and I don't want to take off all the lovely detail that they do have. It's the problem with these older kits. Now I will say this briefly for those who don't know. Some of these older kits have got rough edges, and yes, you can clean those rough edges, but the unfortunateness to cleaning those rough edges at times is you take off some of the lovely detail that the models do have. I mean, for instance, with my aircraft here, you guys can't see it too well, I'm kind of glad you can't, but there is a bit of a seam that goes down the middle of the fuselage, and if I was to clean it, it would lose all the rivets, which I don't want to do. Because obviously I want Curry Truck again, as I said before, I'm not going to be keeping, I'm going to be selling her on like I've done with Nautilus. So I want to have as much detail as possible, so that whoever buys her in the foreseeable future has a nice looking model kit, and a vintage one at that as well. So again, yeah, in regards to Curry Truck's parts, pretty much, I'll put the Talon Ultra over there for a minute, put this over here, bring this closer. As you guys can quite clearly see, those lifeboats, those little bits, one lifeboat attached there, those little bits there, and that pretty much make up the rest of Curry Truck's construction work. So I reckon the next time you guys will see this, she'll be finished. And I think she will be the next thing to get a model review, so we'll be going from there. And I guess that's pretty much it for this update, really, guys. We're quite near the end of this build, so that's all well and good, and I'm very happy with how things have come out, really. So I do have an update for you guys on the USS Chicago, and next week there will be a update for you guys to see for USS Chicago, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, in the meantime, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Warship Wednesday. We'll catch you all in the next one. In the meantime, have a nice weekend, have a nice weekend, look after yourselves and take care. Ta-ta for now.